So this is Jax. He's my bully. Got him. Had him for about 5 months now. So just wanted to show you a couple of things that I've been giving him. One of the first things that I've been giving him is the that Merrick Country Raw Fruit, raw infused food, dog food. As you can see, it actually has pieces of dehydrated meat in there. It has pretty good in protein, 38% high in protein. It's grain free, which is really important to keeping him healthy and making sure that he lives a good long life. One of the other products that you can see on the left is this GNC Ultra. Now, I was having a lot of problems with him as far as he was getting real itchy and he started getting like a little yeast infection on his butt, like towards the top of his butt. And he was scratching a lot. And I've had used Burt's Bees. Oh my God, that's the worst shampoo for your dog. It doesn't keep him from stinking or anything, and it's really the worst. So I've noticed that when I bought this, it's $20. I got it at PetSmart, and they told me, actually I got it at Petco. They told me to use it and try it out and see how it works for him. And since the first time I seen him, when I put it on there, man, his coat came out really nice. The white came out real bright. His coat became real shiny. Also, it helped relieve a lot of that itching, so he doesn't itch his butt no more. He doesn't try to scratch on himself or anything anymore. It's been really, really helpful. It's one of the best products that I've ever used. Plus, I mean, he does not stink at all, which is crazy. Like, he doesn't smell or nothing. He doesn't have any dog smell or nothing. And he does really good about bathing and stuff. So I put him in the bathtub, and he sits there pretty calm and doesn't try to jump out or nothing. Now the product on the right is what I'm using to help bulk him up a little bit. It's called Dine. They make it for dogs too, specifically for dogs, but I've realized that this is a lot better, plus it lasts me longer. And I only give him about 2 capfuls of it over his dog food early in the morning. I feed him twice a day. I feed him in the morning, which is his Backcountry Raw Food, and I wound up which is made by Merrick, by the way. And I wound up giving him an egg. I make him an egg, half a cup of rice, mixed in with his dog food, and he loves that. So that's his morning breakfast, along with 2 capfuls, maybe 3, depending. It just kind of depends. Normally I just try to give him about 2. Just drizzle it over his dog food, mix it all up and everything, and then I give him about 1.5 cups to 2 cups of food, of the Merrick dog food at night, with half a chicken breast and a little bit of rice, just to kind of keep him going and keep him healthy. But these 3 products are actually like the best products that I've seen, and I get the best results. I can't afford like the Bully Max and all that stuff that I've heard, so I don't know nothing about it. Besides that, I mean, what I'm doing right now with these 2 products, between the Dine and the Merrick, and then some home food that we've been cooking for him, it's been doing the trick, bulking them up, getting them pretty stout. When I first got him, he was a little bit smaller. He wasn't filled in pretty well. He was kind of scrawny. I started giving him the Dine. I noticed immediately with the Dine, I mean, so quick how he just started blowing up. We live upstairs in an apartment, so he's constantly going up and down the stairs. So he gets a lot of exercise like that. He loves chasing the ball. One thing I'm gonna tell you about the Dine though is you wanna give it to him in the morning or in the afternoon, depending on how you feed your dog. But it's gonna give him a ton of energy. You'll see a big difference in his mood. You'll see a difference in his weight gain and his muscle mass that's building up. It has a lot of good vitamins and nutrients and things that he needs to really fill out and look his best. And it makes his coat really, really shiny. Another thing I use to keep him from stinking also is his deodorizing wipes. As you can see, I wipe him down with some of those every now and then, in between his baths. I usually bathe him 2 times a month, maybe 3, depending on how much he's outside running around and, getting in the grass and the dirt and stuff like that. Also, one other thing that I give him that, I mean, is a lifesaver for any dog, but typically any bully, pit bull breed, anything like that, they do a lot of chewing. We have, I've used squeaky toys. I have bought Kongs and stuff like that. He tears a lot of those things up, but this right here seems to be his favorite, which is a horn. And it's a ram horn, and usually these things right here last him, like this one's lasted him already for about, I gave it to him about 2 months ago, 3 months ago, and he loves it. He just chews on it, gnaws on it. He keeps him from chewing up the furniture and the shoes and stuff like that. Also, there's another thing that he likes, which is, I'm not a big fan of it. I don't like it. My girlfriend, she keeps buying them for him. He loves them, but you gotta be careful because which is this right here, which is the rib bone, and he loves this beef rib bone. But the thing with that is that as he chews it, it splinters, and you'll get these little shards in your carpet or all over the floor and stuff. And then you gotta be careful when you step in. Make sure you pick them up after him. My biggest fear is he'll want to swallow them, but he actually doesn't swallow them. He just chews them, breaks it apart, and keeps gnawing on it and breaks off another piece. So he's really good about that. As far as his dog treats go, I try to keep him limited. But as you guys know, if you got a girlfriend, a wife, or whatever, and she loves animals, she's gonna spoil them. She buys them these Meatball Nourish Rachel Ray's, and he seems to enjoy them. His ears are perked up right now. He heard the rapper. And she gets him some of these True Chews, which is really good. I try not to give him anything that has any artificial stuff in it. I try to keep them very simple ingredients and stuff like that. But yeah, between the itch relief shampoo and his meals and stuff, he stays pretty healthy. He's a great dog. I love him to death. His name is Jax, by the way. But yeah, I just wanted to share this with you guys. I know it's something a little different than what I normally post on my YouTube channels. But if you guys got any bullies or any exotic bullies or anything like that, man, please feel free to comment. If you got anything you want to share, I'm open for any suggestions and things like that. As I've already had him I bought him back in I want to say June. I got him back in June, and he was born in December 18th, I believe, or the 15th. I gotta look at his papers. But he was born back in December, so he's coming up on his first year. And as you can see, he's not very big, but he's getting there. And one thing I will say, you got to keep him on the dime, because once you take him off the dime, like once, you'll see after a couple of days of him not taking it, your dog will start to kind of like slim down a little bit, start cutting. I give it to him for a month, and then I take him off of it for a couple of days, and then I give it right back to him again. The reason I do that is so that way he does slim down a little bit, and he just continues to keep building on that muscle. Now, that may not be right. It may not be, what you're supposed to do. I'm just telling you what I do. But yeah, so, if you guys have any comments or anything, feel free to leave any comments, and, I'll respond back or whatever. I appreciate you guys tuning in. And y'all stay safe out there with all this COVID crap, and y'all have a great holiday and happy Halloween. Thanks a lot for tuning in and watching.